Right, so we're going to be going through an exact TikTok live streaming framework. So the main thing I want to start with is your product is absolutely everything. What you have to understand is that if you're on TikTok and you're trying to sell a product that's £500 as 2 sold, it's just not going to sell very well. Stop trying to sell things that you like and start selling things that the average person wants, or it has a massive pain point that you can sell, or a massive sale. But we'll go through all of this right now so you understand. So the first thing you want to do is go through what live stream style are you going to do. If you're a faceless content creator, I'd say focus most of your time on live streams. So just do faceless live streams where you set the camera up in front of you, it's down below you, you have good lighting, good audio. Obviously that's normal for absolutely everyone. Make sure you have good lighting and good audio anyway, but especially if you've got faceless content, because it has to look really clean, because you're not talking to a human being. Almost you feel like you're just talking to someone who's behind the camera. You don't really know who they are. You have no real trust between you and them. So choose your live stream style. You've got that as a style. Or you can just do normal face content where you set the camera up and you do that. For example, one of my clients now, Callum, he kind of just sits there with a lighting setup like I've got right now, and he'll have like a massager on his back and he'll sit there and just talk for a couple of hours and make really good money just doing that kind of style. So choose what style you like, face the camera content, have a camera just facing the back of you, whatever product you have, or just have a normal faceless style, which works completely fine as well, where you just set the tripod up and you just show the product. The best is obviously going to be face content, just because it's actually some sort of human connection between the viewer and you, but you can do all these different styles, it doesn't matter all that much. And then the main one that a lot of you really have to understand with streaming is consistency plus the amount of time that you're live. So when you're going live, I'd say minimum do an hour a day, but if you want to start doing 10, 12, 14k months, start doing 2, 3, 4 hours a day. And make sure that you don't split your lives up. You can if you really have to, but let's say I want to do 4 hours of live today and you have a block of 4 hours where you're able to do that. Instead of doing two 2-hour live streams, just do 1 4-hour live stream. TikTok recognize that more and they actually kind of push your lives out more because of that. And then you have to remember, if you don't do those lives consistently every single day, you'll find that it's like a roller coaster. It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, it's up and down with viewers. But the best live streamers in the game are constantly live over and over and over again. And because of that, they're able to massively capitalize on that and make the most amount of money, just simply because they go live all the time, every day. So their viewers don't fluctuate too much compared to someone that may get 151 live stream and then get like 50. You don't want to do that. Then what you have to understand is price and urgency. When you're going live, your price and urgency is one of the most important things ever, to be honest. If you go on there with a product that's usually £80 and they're selling it for £79, there's no real big sale there. So a lot of the time there's no urgency in that. Do you know what I mean? It's like when you were younger and you said to your mum, or I want to get this present, or I want to get this thing right now. I need it right now, there's a sale on. They probably end up buying it for you just because they'll be like, oh, there actually is a sale on, I'll buy it now. Otherwise, you're not going to care. Do you know what I mean? Especially on a live video, if people see there's a sale on, 9 times out of 10, they're going to buy that product. So what you have to look at is price and urgency. Urgency being when you're in your live, constantly remind them every like 3 or 4 minutes. Oh, by the way, just so you know, they have a few left in stock right now, or this sale isn't going to last very longer. Once I come off this live, there will be no other sale and no other creator will be able to get you a price this low. Make sure they understand that if they don't get it now, they aren't going to get it at this price. And it almost forces people to buy that way. So create urgency and create scarcity in your lives. And then you got to look at, okay, you say all this, but what makes a product good? So there's 3 main things. You've got the price of the product, so whether it be on a massive sale, and sales are so important on lives. I'll almost never go live with a product unless it's on a sale, or you've got a really cheap listing compared to everyone else's. So listings are also really important, which is one thing I wanted to go over, is when you're going live on TikTok, let's say the top listing, it has 1,000 sales, but it's £35. There's another listing that's £22, but it's only got 30 sales. On videos, you want to choose the one that's higher price with higher reviews. But on live streams, because you're there and then, you're showing them the product regardless, always choose the cheaper listing. People tend to buy way more often. They don't really care about the sold that much. Yes, it helps, but if it's a decent brand anyway, like Ninja, it's a new product launch, whatever it may be, just choose a cheaper listing. And even with any other product, always choose a cheaper listing. It's going to sell way better unless you have flash sales set up from the brand. In that way, just use a cheaper listing that they give you automatically, which I already have a video in the course on how to do live streaming flash sales also. And then you've got showcasing. You have to make the product look good. That's why I say quality is so important. Audio is so important. It is all important factors, because if your showcasing isn't great, you can't show the product is actually that great. Why is anyone going to buy it? If I show you, I don't know, for example, this mouse, I go, yeah, it looks really nice. I could showcase this way better if I had way better lighting right now, if I had way better audio. I know the audio is pretty decent, and the video is not too bad either, but I could make it look better. Do you know what I mean? Really showcase a product in the best light possible. It's going to make people want to buy it way more often. And then what you've got to look at is visually appealing products. This is one that people really sleep on a lot, but I personally think it works really, really well. So something that catches your eye when you're scrolling, you think, oh, that's quite nice, especially around this time of year. You have to understand, November, December time, people want to buy visually appealing products. So if you're in Christmas, for example, and it's the 1st of December or midway through November, people are going to want to buy these products. So I had like a hologram fan. It catches your eye straight away. One of my students a couple of months ago was doing portable washing machines. It's really visually appealing. It stops your eye. You think, what on earth is that? People just watch it, and when they watch it, even if it's for an extra 5 seconds, even if they're not interested in buying the product, it's going to push your live out more to more people who may potentially be interested in buying the product. So make sure that you actually have visually appealing things in your lives, because if you do that, it's going to perform so much better. And then you've got to understand, big sale is the most important thing, and having the lowest price listing. We've already went over this, but there being a big sale is literally the biggest and the best thing you can possibly do. Because what you have to understand is that if it's a big sale on the product, people are going to buy. They are going to buy. And as you know, November, December time, this is what I'm saying to start your lives now. So when you do come to midway through November, end of November, start of December, midway through December, you're going to have some absolutely insane viewers in your live with massive sales in your product, which means you can capitalize on that. And a lot of you, if you put the work in and you do the hours, you're going to make thousands of pounds off of these lives because you've got big sale products and a lot of people that you're showcasing it to. There's no point having a big sale product if you've got no eyes on you. You have to understand that. It's almost like there's probably some brands out there right now that have the most insane, best looking clothing, but nobody knows who they are because their marketing is terrible and they haven't done it for long enough. So do these live long enough, get enough people watching your lives, so when you do go live with these big sales, you're going to make a lot more money. And one thing you all have to understand, scroll your For You page and see what numbers other people are doing in their lives. Let's say, for example, you join a live and you see, I don't know, some sort of back massager towards the start of November or midway through November, and you think, that's really good. Like, there's 100+ people in here. I've only seen like another 1, 2, 3 creators on TikTok doing this product right now. It doesn't seem crazy saturated. I haven't really seen that product too much. And like I said, if you want to, just message me, send me a screenshot and say, Roman, is this a good product for lives? Just ask me. I don't know. But yeah, you know what I mean? If you see it, be early, get on the opportunity, buy the product, go on Amazon, next day delivery, get it sent in and jump on live. Yes, it may not go really well straight away, but build it up. You'll find the first half an hour to 40 minutes of most people's lives, even the top live streamers in the game, they are slow. It's like 20 viewers, 10 viewers, 5 viewers, and it builds up and up and up and up till they get to a point where it's like 100 viewers plus, and they kind of just stay around that number. Yes, it'll fluctuate a little bit, but just stay on there. Do you know what I mean? And what I will say is that if you are doing well with a live, you got 160 viewers in, you got 100+ viewers in, whatever it may be, whatever's a good number for you relatively, stay on the live. Why would you stop the live? You have hundreds of people in there watching you. You have their attention. Stay on for as long as you can. And I know it sounds bad if it's 12 o'clock at night and you've just had a late live, but you've got 100+ people in there. Stay on till 2 o'clock in the morning. Lose some sleep, I'll be honest with you, because you can make a stupid amount of money at that time. People are sat there watching and they're ready to buy. Do you know what I mean? How many times have you sat there and thought, oh, I'll quickly just buy something, I don't really care. Do you know what I mean? So go ahead and do that. I mean, if you have the opportunity, do it every single time. Like I say, if you see these products, doing one on your For You page, and it's not saturated by everyone, jump on it as soon as possible. It's not really a hard concept. Lives are pretty simple, and even the best live streamer in the game, for example, like Isaac, you've probably seen it before, done 30k a month commissions just off of live most of the time. You'll see that most of his stuff is not even that crazy quality. He just has massive deals on, and he has to get a lot of people in there because he doesn't stop doing them. He does it consistently all the time. So consistency, the most important thing when going live, and your product being the most important as well. So just keep this in mind, and there's absolutely no reason why you can't smash the rest of this Q4 by doing good lives. And stop just chatting to everyone. Yes, it's nice to have a conversation here and there. Focus on the sale, focus on the product, because that is how you're going to get people to buy.